Hello out there. Welcome. I'm Edward, aka Proghat. Welcome back, folks, to my channel again. The purpose of this video, we're going to get into it, is a contest entry for All the World's a Stage. That's Steve. He has went over or hit 250 subscribers, and I hope all the videos being made for his contest will increase his subscriber count. And he's been a supporter to me, and I really appreciate that. He does a lot of videos and covers a lot of artists. He knows a lot, and I'm glad that he's in the community, the vinyl community. So the purpose of this video is to share our first concert experience. And I thought, this is cool. So I went back to think of my very first concert experience. Had to do a little timeline, some research. I was in high school. I was about 14, 13 years old. And I met this girl that I wanted to go out on a date with, and so she arranged it. She says we can go on a date with, of course, supervision from her mom. I don't mind. But the first concert that I ever went to was with her and her mom, and we sat way high above. Like above the mezzanine area and the balcony area, and it was to see John Denver. Yes. Now, I am not a big John Denver fan. This is my only record that I have of him. But he did do this song, Rocky Mountain High, and which is one of my favorite songs. The two songs that I do remember hearing from him as I was growing up was Rocky Mountain High and Thank God I'm a Country Boy. But going back to this would have been around, let's see here, what did I pin it around June 1982. That was my first concert experience. I was out on a date. I've heard of John Denver. The show was excellent. It sounded great. He sounded just like, I know people say this, but it sounded just like the records, what you hear. His band was huge. I don't remember how many band members were in the band, but they were like, I'm not sure if it was a rotating stage or something, but it was a really long stage, and it was filled with all these musicians backing him up. What was really cool is there was a serious fan. I don't know who this fan was, but she shouted out, "I love you, John Denver," and he responded. He says, "Well, I love you too." And so the crowd went nuts. He played all his, of course, his big hits. This was around the time, and I used to see this record a lot, and a lot as a used record as well, and it was the album. This was around the time of his album, Seasons of the Heart. I've never owned that album. I had a friend, she had that album, and I never, so I don't know what it, I don't know the music from that one. But I don't remember, the ticket was free, so I couldn't tell you how much her mother paid for the ticket. But I was excited. I was excited to be there. My first concert experience was a really, really good one. And what other details can I tell you? The place was packed. The parking lot was full. I'm about to say this word, and I hope I say it correctly, but there were like Winnebagos, those big old moving camper vehicles. I remember this as we were walking through the parking lot to the arena. Oh, and by the way, it was here in Austin, Texas. And I just was looking at all the license plates into the building as we were getting closer to the building, and they were from all over the places, states here in America. Had all these people coming down from Maine, everywhere to see John Denver down here in Texas. It might have been some serious fans that were following that whole tour. He sounded great. Of course, he's a credible guitar player, acoustic guitar player, finger picked very well, and he did just about all that you probably have on a greatest hits album, and threw in probably some songs from that album, Seasons of the Heart. But they were good. His band was really, really tight. The energy was high. It was like what you say, it was just a peaceful, elegant night. A great concert experience is what he gave you. What else can I remember? I just remember leaving the place thinking, wow, man, that was a really, really good show from a singer-songwriter. So there it is, folks. That's my first concert experience. I hope I've covered pretty much the criteria of the contest. Congratulations, Steve. I'll leave a link to his channel. Folks, go sub him up, check out his content. And I hope everyone out there in the community, vinyl community, has a very good weekend. Peace.